Chris Hind with us here on the John Mendola Show, talking Holy Redeemer Track and Field. Chris, let's talk about the competition. What events you're competing in here for the Royals?
This week on Friday, I will be running the 3200 at States. So
let's talk about, preparing yourself for that 3200. You still go run a mile? Do you run an 800? Do you do some stuff during the course of the season to kind of prepare you for that 2 mile?
So basically, like a lot of like the whole like off season, like building up to this is just a lot of like base mileage, making sure like running your weekly mileage, and like over the years I've like increased throughout the weeks, but when we get into the season, like we make sure to really like buckle down on workouts, and then eventually getting into like the peak form of the season, we have to make sure like we're cutting back and like not like doing as much as we were like like during the off season.
Some dudes love the 2 mile, some young ladies love the 2 mile. You have that mentality of like, hey, I'd rather go do the 2 mile.
Like honestly, like I like anything from like the relay, like 4x8 relays up to the 2 mile. But as just a distance runner, I've been doing this for quite some time now, so I've just learned to love like the distance events. So
what about your experience at Holy Redeemer as a student athlete? There's a lot to kind of making sure you're doing all the right things, and at Holy Redeemer there's a lot of responsibility. What's that experience been like for you?
It's been great. Like I feel like at Holy Redeemer they prepare me well, like in the classroom and out, like come here, like have some of the best coaches and like best like teammates, athletes, and then even like at school, like they make sure you're like your best self.
And you got a bright future ahead of you. Let's talk about the next step for you, where you're going to do some cross country and track.
Cross country and track, yep. So I'll be going to Lock Haven University next year, where I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do, but I'm going to be running cross country and track there.
How about the coaching staff here? Talk a little bit about them pushing you, knowing what to do, making sure you're doing the right things, and seeing, maybe you're thinking, okay, one day I'll run an 11-minute 2 mile, and maybe setting higher goals than that, thinking I can never do that.
No, it's just the support here from like all the coaches, like it's amazing. Even though like each one of them are like split up and have like their own different things, like they're always on like the same page, and like making sure they're like athletes are like in the best like shape, and like they're in like the right place when it comes to competing.
How about family support? Who's there for you, rooting you on, making sure all the studies and all that are done?
Obviously the parents, and then obviously grandparents, and like aunts, uncles. Like I have a very supportive family. Like a lot of them come to me. It's like with this year, with it being like a not usual year, like it's been hard for like a lot of them to like come and support, but they're always there, like whether it's like refreshing the Twitter page or either watching on YouTube or something like that. Like they're always there supporting.
Shippensburg University nerves, or it's like, hey man, I'm just going down into the run, and if I happen to be the best, I'm the best. There's you all over the place with it.
I'm just going down there and just gonna go run, because it's actually my first time going down the track states, so it's gonna be a bit like different, because I've been like cross country states like many times, but I'm just gonna go down there and run my usual race, and really just gonna go have fun.
Right, well, sounds like you're focused, you're ready to go, you're a little bit loose about it. Might be the good attitude to have. Best of luck, and best of luck at Lock Haven.
Thank you.